What's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. What's good with how y'all doing on this Thou the Thursday? You say Thou the Thursday? What are you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, man. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody that's on the bottom of that thing. Everybody that's on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. In stores now. You can go and get you one off 76 MacArthur Giants liquor. You know what I'm talking about? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man. They say somebody put it with their stores at the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning you can come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? They say do the sprinkler system on them, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Did you see him? Also in stores now. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying, man. Go get you one. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go and grab you one of the things off of Amazon. Make sure you get you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. Come on with it, bro. We gonna really get them this morning, ain't we? Oh, no. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, man. Worldwide INC. Come on with it, bro. Worldwide Incorporated. Come on one more time for them, bro. What you gonna say, bro? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, what does that mean? I'm gonna continuously tell you it means everybody, man. Everybody included. You know what I'm talking about? Ndugu, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers, but before we do that, Mama says, and Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV, even if they got a hole in them. You know what I'm talking about? Bread and rig, this place you can't barely see my hole no more, can you? Huh? Coffee Chronicles. Classic bros, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through this disclaimer. You know what I'm talking about? Blow something with y'all on the 420. You know what I'm talking about? Normally I would have came with my 420 spill. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know, a good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug usage. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like me, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip, and I mean not sip. You gotta sip it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. He don't talking about good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. He don't talking about good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. People. He don't talking about he don't talking about don't. He don't talking about promote. He don't talking about no negativity. No. You know what I'm talking about? No. Good brother like myself, man. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about, man? No, good brother like Mike. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? No, man, I don't promote shit. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much time we get, young ladies and gentlemen. But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't prejudiced, nah, man. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. Nah, man, nah. Me, I ain't got nothing against nobody, huh? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to YouTube community. You with me? Come on over here, man. Fuck with your partner. Alright, check it out, man. Psst, psst, psst. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, how is y'all doing? If I tell you I'm running late once more, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, bro, how you always running late? Man, I be trying to squeeze all this shit in. You know what I'm talking about? That niggas gotta squeeze all this shit in. What he gotta do? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who don't like animals but still a copycat. You know, anything you can do, I can do better. I see. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? Man, where we at? Thou thee Thursday. I don't even know if I'm using them words right. They gonna say, bro, you ain't up here talking about the church people again. No, I'm not. Thou thee. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you how I use thou thee Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? I was gonna say thee too. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna say, no, bro, we don't know what you're talking about. Check me out, man. Look, people, once again, I don't send nothing but my love, man, around the world. You know what I'm talking about? I don't send nothing but my love around the world, man. Once again, I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. You can do whatever it is you're doing, man. My whole goal on this motherfucker, I keep telling you, I got a few of them. Break a barrier, show niggas you ain't got to do all that other shit. You could just be you. You could be drunk ass you. You could be, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody asked me something yesterday. And I say, look, man, I'm just me. I ain't trying to please nobody. I ain't trying to appease nobody. I don't give a fuck what you think about what I am. I'm me, though. You know what I'm talking about? I love it. Because I don't have time to, I'm just me, bruh. This is what you get. You know what I'm talking about? Just think if I was up here and I was telling everybody, we should just hold hands, kumbaya and all that, then you really met me and I act the way I act on this camera. And you be like, man, I thought you was, nah, this is the way I am on this camera, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? This is what you gonna get. You feel me? Ain't no secret. This is just what you gonna get. You feel me? I ain't trying to, I ain't gonna hide. Then when we get person, nigga, I'm gonna be drunk, running around, dance, bond. You be like, what the fuck wrong with this? And nigga, I thought you was positive. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just one of the biggest ain't scared to be yourself, man. Whatever you think about it. But on some real shit, man, what I be trying to get us to understand is these behaviors. You say, bro, here you go with the behaviors again. Yeah, because the behaviors are very important. You know what I mean, y'all? They're very important. Because to keep it real, right now we can get everybody together, bro. Just say everybody say, fuck it, we gonna come together. And we still wouldn't be able to do shit because of the ways that we have. So all we would do is pile up over here and start having them ways with each other. We just would, y'all. And you say, what ways are those, baby? Cuz the way that we are now, man. We man, I don't know how we do it, bro. Just the shit we do now, bro. But it's fucked up, bro. Because they done slid the behavior of the bitch and the little kid on us, bro. The police, all these behaviors, they sliding in on us, bro. And we just overlooking this shit to we putting our own spin on it. We overlooking it. We gonna say anything that makes it sound what we doing justifiable. That's just like if a nigga told me I was drinking too much and I just said some shit like, man, I ain't, you know what I'm talking about, me just trying to contest it, bro. Instead of just looking down at myself, say, man, I might, you know what I'm talking about, it might be the last call for alcohol, you know what I'm talking about? But it's people, thou, thee. Because I'm going to tell y'all something too, man, that I don't think we get. Because we come up here every, this is to the people who be into the Bible and the church people and stuff, man. We come up here, because I don't want to misquote, because I don't even be into the Bible like that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to misquote it to all the people, because I know y'all get mad as furious. But I know somewhere up in that motherfucker say don't gossip. And I know God don't like gossip. You know what I'm talking about? I know God don't like a lot of shit that we do. You get what I'm saying? But somehow, when we come convey our message, we somehow, we do the shit. We do the shit that we talking about. Like, say we come up here with a sermon and we be like, God don't like gossip. You know what I mean? And we need to stop tearing one another down while we up here tearing somebody else down. You get what I'm saying? And we experts at that shit now. You know what I'm talking about? We are, folks. Just around the world. You know what I'm talking about? Everywhere you look, you got the you got the snitch nigga. That's a documented snitch. Like he done sent people to jail, folks. You get what I'm saying? I ain't talking about. I'm talking about motherfucker that sent people to jail. People got life sentences and shit because of this testimony. And somehow we would sit there and listen to the nigga who talk about who telling. You get what I'm saying? But like his telling that it's just weird, bruh. And we just in that state. Thou thee should not do it. You know what I'm talking about? Thou thee Thursday it is. Coffee Chronicles, man. But my thing is, Brent, is always gonna be, we gonna have to change these behaviors, folks. Thou thee has to change. You know what I'm talking about? I command thou thee to change because if we don't change the behaviors, bruh, we just gonna keep running into the same shit. Because it's really us. But we refuse to look at us, folks. It be us. It don't be nobody else, folks. It be us. It be the way we see shit. It be because with me, bruh, because now I see like they'll say a motherfucker they'll come up here and say this nigga killed a kid and everybody will jump on him. You get what I'm saying? Now, that might have happened, but when you get to looking at what happened, man, this nigga was getting down on somebody else. The bullet went to the apartment and accidentally hit a kid. That ain't nothing but an accident, folks. It's a fucked up accident. You know what I'm talking about? It is, folks. It's a fucked up accident. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't like the man just rolled up and he pointed the pistol at the baby and started knocking, bruh. That ain't what happened, bruh. The man was handling his business somewhere else. A bullet. It's just an unfortunate accident, man. But a motherfucker get a hold of that. Now, first of all, if you didn't have to do something, if you went through that yourself, bruh, do you even know how hard that shit is to even get right with yourself mentally? If that's something you did, folks, do you know how hard it is to get right with yourself? I know niggas that did shit, bruh, that ain't right to this day, folks. That shit fuck with you. That shit fucks with you, folks. And until you get right with yourself from that shit, bruh, like you ain't gonna never be able to live that shit down, folks. That shit always gonna creep up on you, folks. It is, bruh. You can't get the shit that you've done in your life, bruh, that shit'll eat you alive, man. It will, depending on what you done did, man. That shit haunt you though, folks. It do. That shit'll haunt you. But so that's what he did or whatever, bruh. And we'll sit here and we'll make it seem like that man, that shit could have happened 30 years ago, man. That man is empathetic. That man is really sorry for what he did, you know what I mean? But the man at a point now where he's trying to advocate, you know what I mean? This is why you don't, this is what I did and this is why you don't do this shit. Man, do you know niggas will still try to criticize that man for his accident, bruh? And this is what we do now. We just get a hold of something and run with it. See, what you did it don't really matter, bruh. Because you could have did something hella long ago and like you another person, bruh. See, the only thing that's ever gonna matter, bruh, is your intentions now. That's the only thing that's ever gonna matter, bruh. Where you at now? Your intentions. And only you know that. Coffee Chronicles. I can't make you see what I see. You're going to have to learn to see that for yourself. I just see shit for what it is, though. You know what I mean? And hopefully one day you'll be able to do the same shit. Everybody. You feel me? You just got to learn you got to live you got to see shit the way you see it. Which unfortunately is the problem a lot of times in these days, bruh. Because, I can't even explain it, folks, but they done slipped these bitch-ass behavior in here on us, folks, and we just done ran with the bitch-ass behavior, folks. I'm telling you, they got us in a state that don't even make no sense, bruh. We just sitting here teasing each other. We sitting here fighting, arguing with one another. We sitting here just waiting for the next downfall so we could pounce on it. We just waiting for anything to happen, folks, so we could pounce on it. But you're going to be the main one. If a motherfucker say something and this is what I don't be getting, y'all. Because we want to do shit that we don't want done as people. And that's another one of them old fucked up ass behaviors, folks. It just is. We want to tease people. Then when they teasing us, tell them to mind their business. We want to talk about people, but when they talk about us, we want to say they haters. We want to do all this shit, but when somebody does it to us, that's why I say I don't see the value of of being the victim, because that's what we do now, folks. Like, we throw stones We throw stones and then we hide. I ain't gonna even say hide. We just throw stones and then when you start throwing stones back at us, we start hollering like, y'all see what they doing to me? You get what I'm saying? It's like that, man. And we be fucking with people, folks. And that's just not a good behavior, folks. And the reason it's not a good behavior, like, man, you just don't never know what nobody else going through, folks. I wish we could just, before we do shit, is put ourself in other people's shoes. That objective thinking, man, and just think, like, what they feel. Because, like, nigga, something happened to you, bruh. And you ain't even tripping off of it, bruh. But your mama, this shit worrying your mama and it, bruh. You don't never know what somebody is willing to do, bruh. You don't never know some shit you done did, what kind of position it and put somebody else in, folks. That's where that shit could get dangerous at, y'all. They passing us down, thou, thee shall not do it. You know what I'm talking about? They passing down some fucked up behaviors, folks, and we latching onto this shit. And I promise you, even if we was to come together right now as a whole, bruh, that shit wouldn't even work. It wouldn't even work, bruh. Because too many of us still got these old bitch ass behaviors of today, folks. They got us all over the place, man. And what's fucked up, we willing to be all over the place. We willing. We just willing to be all over the place. We come in this motherfucker just ready to fly wherever, bruh. Coffee Chronicles. You gotta stay grounded, man. We gotta stay grounded, bruh. They and it's cold, bruh. Cause all they doing is just like, and you ain't gonna never get it. Somebody might, but they just implementing behaviors for you to destroy your own people. That's all it is, bruh. They keep passing down some shit for you to destroy your own people. You know what I'm talking about? Then if you get to talking about some powerful the pale people or something like that, they be talking about counseling, you know. So they got motherfuckers scared of like that shit crazy, folks. You don't give a fuck about coming up here and blasting your own people though. We don't, bro. I don't even know how that shit get famous, and y'all think I'm bullshitting. Thou thee shall not do it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Thou thee Thursday it is, and y'all not gonna understand it until little 5 years olds running around talking like Stephen A. Smith and shit. What, mom? That's ludicrous. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all not gonna get it until you got hella little kids running around talking like Stephen A. Smith and shit. You not what? You know what I'm talking about? You not gonna get it until that, because that's all that shit breed. Do you see how? Like when some silly ass shit like that nigga yelling and all that shit get popular, you see how many motherfuckers mimic it? And that's all we doing, bro. We something to get popular and we'll mimic it. Before it's over with, they'll mimic me. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Before it's over with, they'll mimic me, man. I don't know how to be nobody else, even attempt to. I got high blood pressure, man. I can't even do that shit. Oh, nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Lady. For real, man. But we got to stop these behaviors, y'all. We do. We have to just stop, take a look at ourselves, and tighten our game up, bruh. And we all could do it. Even me. We all could do it, bruh. Ain't nobody above correction. Like I say, I'm a man, bruh. If I was ever wrong, I'm wrong. There is no shame in my game, bruh. There is no shame in my game, bruh. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I could tell you I'm wrong. I could look you in my eyes. My bad, folks. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why I think it's better, like, because when we get back to player shit, bruh, it'll be less of a motherfucker trying to make a big deal out of a disagreement. You get what I'm saying? But right now we living in the days where That's all people want to see is the disagreement. You know what I'm talking about? The deception, the deceit, the 5-finger discount. You know what I'm talking about? That's all people want to see, bruh. Is that's the amusement. And I mean, it's all fun and dandy when you get a chance to look at it. You know when it ain't gonna be fun though? When you the topic. Especially if you one of them people who be caring about what people think. See, when you the topic, it's gonna feel a little bit different. Then everybody just gonna feel like they in your motherfucking business. You know what I'm talking about? Then you gonna be coming from the standpoint of the same people who be saying, won't you just mind your motherfucking business? Because that's all we gotta do, y'all. We could just mind our business, right? We could start there. You could just mind your business. But motherfuckers gonna come up, we gonna come up with rationalizations for that. We just is. Oh, it's on the internet, well shit, if you know what I'm talking about, we just gonna come up when all we gotta do is mind our business. You get what I'm saying? We can go to hellish shit technically. You get what I'm saying? Technically. But if we was just players and we mind our own business, this shit would look different. It wouldn't look like Gossip Girls. It wouldn't. It'll look like Players Ball. It wouldn't look like Gossip Girls. And it's cool, bro. And like, once again, man, I respect everybody. Shout out everybody around the world, bro. I just know we not gonna get nowhere with these behaviors because you can't go nowhere with motherfuckers acting like that, bro. It ain't gonna never be nothing but I can't pronounce that word right, y'all. Distinction or y'all get what I'm trying to say? Distortion, distinction, all. It's just gonna be separation because we got these behaviors. And they teaching us these behaviors for a motherfucking reason, y'all. They want us like this, folks. They don't want you and your partner to get there together. They want you and your partner arguing. They want you and your partner fighting. They want everybody, you know what I'm talking about? They don't want everybody to come together, bro. They don't. That's why we always fighting each other. That's why we feel like it's cool to come up here and like, the behaviors, bro, we not getting nowhere with them. Nigga on my mama, we not, bro. We ain't getting nowhere with that shit, folks. Because they fucked up behaviors, folks. You know what I'm talking about? They teaching you that everybody is disrespecting you. They teaching you. Now, let me tell you something. Say I just got in a fight with my bitch and I backhand my bitch. Bam. And I'm just listening to the radio station. I turn on ESPN. And ESPN saying some shit like, anybody who hits a woman need to be crucified. Now, I'm going to get offended. You know why? Because I just knocked the shit out of a bitch. So I'm going to be like, man, niggas feel like that. But I'm going to feel some kind of way now all of a sudden. But these people was just talking in general. Them people wasn't talking to me. That's just the way they felt. I shouldn't have felt no way about it. But that be a guilty conscience. You get what I'm saying? It's just like when a motherfucker, you ever seen a nigga in the store stealing? And instead of him just stealing and get on about that motherfucker, he the only one that know he's stealing. So you could tell he's stealing because he give himself away. Because in his mind, he know he's stealing. So in his mind, he knows what he's doing. So he believes everybody else can see what he's doing. And that's how people be getting themselves caught because people don't even be paying attention. That's just your conscience. That's why if you got that spider sense, you can see when shit off. Because when motherfuckers finna do something, it's a nervousness about them. You get what I'm saying? Unless a nigga just Michael Myers, Stone Cold Killer, and don't, you know what I'm talking about? I've seen some of them niggas too. But for the most part, you could tell when something off. Because when you finna do something, I don't know, it's just a different spirit on you, bruh. It just is. It just is. Look, I done stayed on here too long. But thou, thee should not do it, man. Thou, thee, Thursday. We need to cut a lot of this shit out, y'all. Because these behaviors, they not gonna do you no good in your real life, folks. Fuck this computer shit. Them ways is not gonna do you good in real life, folks. They not. Because them ways, you're gonna fuck off a lot of relationships with a lot of good people. You gonna, it's just gonna make people hate see you coming, bruh. It just is. Because with them ways right there will just always have you in the center of some mess. They just will. I'm talking about in your real life. I ain't talking about this because that shit fun and games on this shit. But in your real life, them ways right there, have you gossiping about somebody you really know. You get what I'm saying? It'll have you backbiting somebody you really know, one of your real loved ones. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's not good. It's not good to develop them ways, bruh, because them ways will hinder you in your real life. It'll have you talking about your own loved ones, people like you really know. Like I said, it'll have you falling out with some of your closest friends because you think they doing something, or them ways will fuck you off in your real life. They just will, man. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires. And with that one right there, man, you don't remember nothing else, man. You know what I'm talking about? Happy 420, man. Matter of fact, we gotta blow something before. If you don't remember nothing else, I don't promote no drug users. Blow something on 420, man. You know what I'm talking about? You got to blow something, man. 420, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody out there blowing. You know what I'm talking about? And if you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember. Always remember. It don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of look. Firepower.